Tried to pick that girl up, but you couldn't do it. I'm still trying to think cause I can't find your talent.
Hello everybody, welcome to Unwind. Raise your hand if you remember this camera angle. Now put your hand down, because you look like a Nazi saluting a computer screen. Now, as I feel like I spend most of the time on this channel doing, today we're going to fight for common sense. I'm truly sorry. I watched too much Chris Reagan today. And now I hate myself. Now, if you've been following my channel... Wash the crap out of my mouth. If you've been following my channel for, let's say a year, you're probably familiar with my love for designer products. They're great. Usually it's stuff like Tiffany's. Oh, Tiffany, you slut. Or Nordstrom. Only $425. You can look like you work for a living. This week, my buddy Monkey clued me into the next car in the train wreck of this video series. Which I really need a shorter lens. Which I finally have a name for. Now, if you're not familiar with these videos I've done in the past, basically, designer brands like to make really, really dumb stuff, knowing that, first of all, they're super rich and, willing to pay anything for something that this brand makes. Nordstrom made jeans with paint on them? I need them. It's designer, so it's gotta be worth it. I'm gonna put it out of its misery. It's fun to mess with these ideas, even though it's giving the company exactly what they want, which is exposure for making a stupid product, which then brings people in and they buy the real products that they want to sell. And today's video is about CIE denim jeans. Now, before we get too far into this, I do want to point out that the website says that all, or at least most of, the jeans that are used, the denim that's used, is vintage denim. Now, I take that to mean recycled denim, because vintage is rich people speak for old things. How dare you? My grandmother is not old, she's vintage! Oh, and by the way, on all the pages that they sell the jeans, on all but one of them, they prominently display every pair of jeans will vary, which is special when you're paying so much money for jeans. $385. $385 for recycled denim jeans. And that, folks, is just the shorts. Any pair of long jeans, any pair at all, will cost you nearly $500. So now that we understand the basics of what we're talking about, let's go to the press page. I've seen press pages for movies, for games, but never clothes. I don't even think I've seen it for food. Restaurants? Events? Yeah, jeans. Now, press pages, in my experience, my limited experience, they usually have like snippets or blurbs from an article, but then they link to the article. That's not the case here. It's just screenshots of articles, and the screen caps seem to be in fairly small print. You can't really read it easily without zooming in. And I'm not going to bother, so I'm just going to read it to you. Interesting thing number 1. Vogue Spain talked about it. They did an article about it. But I can't translate. I can't use Google Translate on it, because it's a freaking screen cap! Can't copy and paste it? Can't translate it on the spot? Interesting thing number 2. The article from WWD, also known as Who Wears Denim, starts the article with reconstruction is now leading denim design as young brands imagine classic shapes to create uncommon, distinctive silhouettes. I'm not going to begin to try and understand what they were going for here. I've already spent too much time trying to figure out what the point of the word silhouette there was. All the photos are pretty well lit, and I can't find any correlation to the definition of silhouette that matches what they're saying here. I have no idea what they're trying to say! The article even states that now designers are using words like reworking, recreating, repurposing, and my personal favorite, retelling. Don't you get it? It's beautiful. Retelling a denim story. Maybe it was once worn by a redneck living in a trailer with termites and lice, and he fell asleep in the couch, dropped a cigarette, it started a fire. He died of smoke inhalation, but the fire never actually got to him, so they were able to save the jeans. And then those jeans were donated to Goodwill, and then they made it to this place, and they repurposed them. Well, now you can buy those very retold jeans for the low price of $485, girl. Retold. Just think about that. Let it sink in. That horrible remake you saw last week, that horrible remake of that movie from when you were a kid, it was retold. It wasn't a remake. It wasn't a rehash. It wasn't just redone. There's retold. Retold? Are you kidding me? I keep making jokes about James Marriott doing the walk-off screen gag, but then I go and do it myself.
I'm tempted to do more of the I've had enough bye lads walk-off frame gag. Won't be responding to that one, sorry lads. Catch you in the next one.
At least I don't overdo it, you know? This is going to take multiple days of recording at this point. The baby just woke up. Now, as much as this article is a virtual gold mine, we need to move on because there's a lot more to cover. This is just the beginning. Okay, I'm not going to shame anybody. Let's move on. All of these articles have a very similar tone of, I'm not quite sure what to make of this, but it needs to be praised because it's brave that they did it. It's brave that they took some jeans that someone else made at some point in time, and hey, look, now they're jeans again. Such bravery to do that. Now, the homepage and the store page are one and the same. So you go to their homepage and you just see all these black and white images. The pictures are black and white with a lot of noise and grain. If you notice, all the pictures are in this format. They appear to have potentially been taken with a cell phone. If you hold it up and you look at it, oh, it's the same shape. That's a flimsy reason. But if you go to their Instagram page, you can see lots of images like this one, where there's lots of noise, not a lot of detail in the image. It appears to have been taken most likely with a cell phone. Hashtag we see you. So the company is C? Is that how you pronounce it? Hypebeast! They even put Hypebeast in the description! Oh my word! So this company appears to be admitting that it's not worth it. They not only put Hypebeast in the hashtags, they put Hype Bae. What is Hype Bae? Is that the female equivalent of a Hypebeast? Because I thought men and women, I thought that was a universal term for any of them. Hypebeast again. They've got Hypebeast and Hype Bae in every one of these. Sustainability. Really, sustainability. Your idea of sustainability, selling refurbished jeans for hundreds of dollars when they probably cost $100 to begin with. If you take 3 pairs of jeans and you just sew patches of them into each other to make a different pair of shorts, how does that increase the quality to the point where it's worth, $385? It's the time it took to design them. We're a small company. I'm having a hard time formulating my thoughts about this because if they paid for the photographer for these, it was a bad investment because you could have taken these on your cell phone very easily and used your cell phone for the entire process, which would have reduced the cost. The more I look into this, the more it becomes clear that the entire gimmick is trying to make it seem like these are classic jeans. They're antique, they're vintage, they're old, which makes them more valuable. Even though they're just some old trash they probably got from Goodwill at a discounted rate because they were buying in bulk. I mean, if you're going to do this, why name them after characters from Stranger Things? Why not give them, like, disdain, courage, urethra? Something that's a little bit more fitting. The first 3 images, it's just the model name. The images are just kind of bland pictures with black and white with a lot of noise and grain. If you scroll down a little bit more, though, why? Why is that how you're promoting jeans? What do the jeans have to do with the naked breastises? I really don't understand. I'm so lost. Snap out of it. I gotta... Now, this is a consistent thing for some reason with this company. On their Instagram page, on their lookbook, women not wearing a bra, but wearing a thin shirt arched in a way where their nipples are pressed against the shirt. Jeans. I mean, it's just completely unnecessary. You're selling jeans. Why are you topless? Why are you making it so clear frequently that your nipples are unbra-ed? Jeans. This is taking way too long. Let's just look at the products. Now, for $385, what exactly do you get? You get these. You see this? You see this right here in the center? This is dumb. This is really dumb. They basically just sewed patches where they had to cut them in half, but instead of making them match, now you've got a fraying area. When you were a kid, did your mom ever cut the legs off your jeans so you had jean shorts and then at the bottom of your jeans would just start to fray? It would just start, like the threads would start to come out. Well, now you've got that problem here. It's so poorly done. Then let's add to that the fact that the seam where it's sewed together goes up at an awkward angle. It's not put together well at all. But this is worth $385. And by the way, don't forget, you can't use belt loops. You can't use a belt with these because there's no belt loops because they took the belt loops off. Now, these are the other shorts. L, also $385. But you've got that fraying at the top again. So who knows how long they'll last. And then you have the same problem in the crotch. The exact same problem. These are your promotional images. You'd think you could have made a little bit more high quality versions for the promotion of your product. I love the fact that with these ones, there's actually even a color difference. It almost looks like you're sweating out of your butt crack all the time. And they had to put extra seams in there to make these work. Now, I meant to mention this earlier, but I'm not sure I did. So let's mention it again. Every pair of these jeans on this website at all is a one-of-a-kind. The color and distressing will vary. They're making these on a case-by-case basis. So whenever somebody orders L, they need to get a couple pairs of jeans and figure out how are we going to make these into L. So let's move on to Will and the other long jeans. They took the front of a different pair of jeans and sewed it into the crotch of this pair of jeans. $495, everybody. $495. If you look at the back, oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that. You ever seen a road where the shoulder was a different color and it was like a few inches lower than the main road because they didn't bother redoing the shoulder when they redid the rest of the road? Well, this is what that looks like. It looks like this person is wearing two pairs of jeans, but one is missing a huge section of it. This is the brilliance here. Leaving the pockets on, but sewing them shut. This is painful. Hey, Mike. I like your hair, Mike. Hey, Mike. Is that a poop stain? Do you have a poop stain on your pants? Is that what this is up here, too? Is that what that stain is? Why you got so many stains on your $495 pair of pants, Mike? It doesn't look good. Hey, Mike, you got a loose thread. Mike, you got a loose thread here. Can we get this taken care of? For $490 freaking dollars! There's a big spider up there. Oh, boy. Oh, I need to lay down. I need to lay down. I'll be back in a minute with you guys. Oh, this is so stupid. Oh, I can't take it. This is so dumb. Ironically, my wife just texted me asking what my pant size is. Keep in mind, this is all reclaimed or recycled or my actual favorite, previously dirtied by someone else's genitals. And the cost is around $400 if you're getting shorts. Loose threads and thin material. Oh, that's just vintage. That's just aging. You know when you buy a car with a lot of rust on it? That's because you bought it with a lot of patina. It's not the same thing. This is one of those cases where they try and pass off milk as fine wine. This isn't an aging like fine wine situation. This is clearly an aging like milk situation. And boy, are you milking it for every penny. You're not just spending all this time hating on these things. I think I'm starting to realize that I secretly actually just want them for myself. But they need a little something else. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like it if you liked it. Tell me how much you hated me in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Freaking kill me.